I can't count, Lord. Law school does not teach you the bar exam. My gosh, I have not applied to any law schools. Hi guys, it's Simply Monet here, and I'm going to be doing a video for you guys explaining 5 things I wish I knew before going to law school. Please excuse Mr. Thermometer. I can't move him out of the shot. He's just there, so it just is what it is. But without further ado, since this is serious business, I have written these things down. Because you guys, take it from me, I am a first generation law student, attorney, I had no idea what law school was going to be like before I entered the building, before I experienced. And I'm going to give you guys a little background because I think it is necessary just to know a little bit about me. And so my name is Jewel. I went to Cooley Law School. My campus was the Auburn Hills campus in Michigan, which recently closed down, but before that, I was there. I went to law school there. Now, when I got into law school, I had just come from undergrad. There was 3 weeks in between me actually graduating from undergrad and then me entering into law school. So I had 1 semester left. I had actually walked for my undergraduate degree at Detroit Mercy. But I had a summer class to take. So I took that summer class. At that point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have not applied to any law schools. I took my LSAT, but I had not actually applied to law school. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to apply. I look at the, I think it was called LSAC, where the law school applications were. I look it up. The only school that's available is Wayne State and Cooley Law School. Never heard of Cooley. I had heard of Cooley, but it wasn't ideal, to be honest. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna apply for Wayne State. But when I looked up the scores that you have to have for the LSAT to get into Wayne State, I'm like, this is not me. Because I think I got a 150 or 140 to 150 or something on the LSAT. And I was like, this is not gonna be me. And so I quickly applied to Cooley Law School because as it worked out, Wayne State's applications were closed anyway. So I applied to Cooley. I got into Cooley. I'll insert the Cooley letter here if I have it. Probably do because I keep all my pictures. Anyway, so I got into Cooley. I'm like, all right, cool. I got into law school, right? Okay, so when I walk into law school, this is the first thing I wish I knew before I enter law school. And it is that law school is a different ballgame. Okay, they don't tell you this before, but I soon found out that I don't think anything really could have prepared me for law school. It was an entire debacle, guys. It was hurdle after hurdle. I really think that I should be compensated for the anxiety that it caused me. No, but seriously, law school is a different ballgame. It's no way to prepare for it unless you have lawyers in your family and you have access to that information before you enter into the whatever law school you're gonna attend. But if you do not have that, like me, I just I was going in, I'm like, okay, I did very well in undergrad. I've always done well in school. This is gonna be the same thing. It was not. The multiple choice was a killer for me. There's even the way that the tests are structured. Most of the tests have a multiple choice section and an essay portion. And I felt like there were always multiple answers that could be true. Like, the multiple choice is not what you think it is. Okay, I'm just saying, it's not an A, B, C, D. It could be A and B. It could be C and D. It's just, it was too much, you guys. It was too much. It was a different ball game. So if you're like a law school, candidate, or you're thinking about going to law school, think about this. And this is not to discourage you. This is to prepare you for what I did not know. I just didn't know. It's not like anything I've ever experienced. There's a lot of, on the spot learning. So I remember I was called on by my contracts professor, who was a brilliant professor, but she was kind of the type that would like stare at you until you got the right answer going. So like, she would ask you a question. If you did not know the answer, you would be, you're in front of everybody, the class, the professor, yourself, God, and you're just looking until you can navigate to the right answer. And it's a different ball game, guys. Okay, and so that brings me to the next thing I wish I knew before I started law school, and that is that law school does not actually teach you how to practice. Nope. I know you guys are thinking like, what are you talking about? You go through 3 years of gruesome learning, anxiety, a little bit of depression, just a sprinkle, and you don't actually learn how to practice. That's exactly what I'm telling you today. It does not teach you how to practice. It teaches you, you learn the law to some extent, but it does not teach you how to actually go out into the world and like, how to present to a judge, where to stand in a courtroom, things like that, how to deal with clients, like, and don't get me started on how there's the next thing I'm gonna bring in, because this all ties together. Law school does not teach you the bar exam. Okay, it doesn't. You take, there's courses that you take, obviously that's going to be on the bar exam, but then there's a bunch more that is going to be on the bar exam that you don't learn, like conflict of laws, or there's just a bunch more on the bar exam that you don't learn in law school. So during that period of 2 to 3 months or so that you're studying for the bar exam, you're cramming subjects into your brain that you have never discussed before with any professor, and so that was a fun process for all of us. It wasn't, I'm kidding, but yeah, you guys, you don't actually learn all of the subjects that you need to know for the bar exam. And I feel like the classes that we had, I feel like the professor taught what they thought was important, some of them, and then there's like actually what's on the bar exam, and then it's like, I don't know how those two went together. Like, I don't know, because there was so much that I had to actually delve into that I had not, and I didn't do super bad in law school. I wasn't on AP or anything, so I don't know. I did okay, you know what I mean? So I thought that I was like prepared enough, but there was not enough preparation. Okay. And then the fourth thing, can I count? I don't know what's going on. I am slow. law school does not teach you how to navigate law firm politics. No, nothing could have prepared me. So the thing is, I get through law school, you know, okay, 3 years of law school, I get through that. I can't count, Lord. I get through the bar exam, okay, and I get through that. I'm like, cool, fine. I get to the firm. I get the job for one. I said, oh my gosh, this is great. I get in the firm. Guys, there's a bunch of law firm politics going on, different attitudes, different things that you may need to do to play the game that no one prepares you for. And don't be an introvert, because oh my gosh, it just didn't, I don't know. I feel like law school is like academics, you know what I'm saying? Cool. I learned that, right? What I didn't learn, I crammed for the bar exam and immediately forgot about after. But yeah, I was not prepared for what it was going to be like being in a large firm as an introvert, and that's all I have to say about that. If you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, and so now, guys, we're getting to the fifth and final thing I wish I knew before I started law school. Okay, so if you've been to law school, or if you're in law school now, there's a bunch of extracurricular activities that one can delve into during law school while you're taking 5 courses, trying to not pull your hair out. And one of them is called the Law Journal. I didn't even know what a law journal was until I got deeply in, like, 2nd year, I think. And that's more of like the academic side, where you're kind of editing, proofreading, doing a lot of citing, exciting stuff like that. There's all kinds of like mock trials, you know, all kinds of groups. I was in BALSA, which is the Black Law Students Association. I was in the Christian Legal Society, because I felt, and I don't regret those things, but I felt like I needed to do that to be a successful attorney. And you do not. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't have to put any more stress on you that's already on you, because you're in law school. And I don't care if you're taking 2 classes, 3 classes, 5 classes like I was taking. It's too much at that point. If you feel like you can do it, then fine. But don't just go joining 1,000 extracurricular activities because you feel like you need to do it to be a successful attorney. Because that's just a falsity. It's not true. It's, you know, it can help and it creates memories, cool, whatever. But you really need to focus on passing the class. Because at this point, before law school, I was like, oh, you know, gotta get A's, gotta be A straight, you know, straight A student, because I was, you know what I'm saying? But then nearing the end of law school, I said, you know, C's get degrees, and that's okay. I'm sorry, guys, that's okay, because it's a different ball game. It is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also have a TikTok called Simply Monet as well. So please, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and your family, and become a part of Simply Monet's clan. I don't know what would we even call this. I don't know, but you know what it is. It's XOXO Gossip Girl. Okay, let me just explain this before I exit out of here. The XOXO Gossip Girl, I'm not a gossiper. I don't do that. But I really like that show, and I really like the outro. And before somebody else took it, I'm definitely was like, I'm gonna take it. So let's rewind. You guys know what it is. It's XOXO Gossip Girl.